Hi boys and girls, I was editing the video and part of the introduction did not film. So as you can see, I already have my color pencil completed on my drawing. But what you're going to start is your color pencil on the area of emphasis for your drawing. So you're going to want your color pencils. You're going to want to have your photo reference. I'll get mine out here. And you're going to want to have that extra sheet of paper so that you can protect your graphite areas as you are working with color pencil. Now, I am, and will, as you'll see in the video, even though there is no sound, I am using a mixture of pink and purple combined because I want to mix my own color. And I'm using blue as my shadow area to darken those colors. Now we have already gone over how to apply color pencil. So if you didn't watch that video, make sure you go back to that assignment, watch that video and do those practices on different ways to apply colored pencil so that you have an understanding of different ways we can work with color pencil. So as you'll see in the video, I'm going to work in layers. I'm going to first start with a light layer of pink applied to my project and overlay purple. And then I'll come in with some of my shadow color, which I'm, as I mentioned, using blue. And then I'm going to go back to some pink and some more purple, and then eventually darken up my blue areas again. So remember, we want to work in layers with our color pencil so that we have the best possible outcome with the application. Make sure you follow your photo reference so that you are looking for areas of shadow and areas of highlight and midtones. And if you want to, you can first practice color pencil in your sketchbook. Do a quick sketch of your area of emphasis and try some colors out. If you haven't worked with color pencil like what was introduced to you in the previous video, then it may take a little bit of practice. So I'm going to cut now to the video where I start adding color, and I think part ways through I realize it's not filming correctly, and I just re-mention some of the things we talked about here in the introduction. Layering color pencils, trying some color mixing, trying some blue or purple or some sort of cool color in my shadow area instead of black, and just making sure that I apply layers upon layers to build up those values and those colors. So we'll cut over to the video. Okay, so I noticed that the camera cut out part ways through that, so I'm not sure what all recorded. So just to reiterate, I am using color pencils in layers. I am coloring the emphasis area of my graphite drawing using my colored pencils. So my original image, even in color, the glass rims were black. I am using a mixture of pink and purple for the main color, and I'm coming in with a blue color to create my shadows. And as I mentioned, give a cool color a chance to work as your shadow. Sometimes it mixes very well with the colors of colored pencil you're using for your main color. And if you don't like it, you can always go in with black afterwards. But it does add an interesting effect to our color pencil drawings. I'm working in light layers, building colored pencil on top of colored pencil to establish my colors and my values, because remember, if I put too much colored pencil on at once, I kind of take away all the texture, the tooth of the paper, and it's difficult to layer other colors on top of each other. And those are all things we talked about and looked at in the little exercise we did on applying colored pencils in different ways. So I'm going to continue to work on adding some values and more color to my glasses using my colored pencils. Alright, so I've layered my color, and I'm going to try to lift it up here so you can see it a little bit better. I know the light will shine down on this, make it sometimes hard to see when it's working with pencil. But I've layered my color pencil. I've used pink and purple mixture for the main color of my glasses, and I've used some blue for the shading. And I like the blue for the shading. Now again, as I mentioned, if you do try the cool colors, either blue or purple, depending on what colors you're using on your project, and you want it to be a little bit deeper of a shadow, a little bit darker, then you can always add black on top. Just remember that while working with the color pencil, you want to work in light layers so that you can build color on top of color on top of color. So that is the completion of my project. Once you have the color pencil applied to your area of emphasis, and remember, you want to follow along to your original photo reference for value changes as much as possible, you're ready to submit it. So that ends our Drawing with Emphasis project.